Excuse me. Good morning, Main Street Paul. How are you doing, my friend? I am waiting to get into Disney's California Adventure because today is the first day of the Lunar New Year here at Disneyland. And we're gonna have the awesome Lunar New Year parade coming up at 12:45 p.m. So I wanted to get in here and wander around a bit and then find myself a good spot for the parade. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Hello, J. Rome Baca. Good to see you. Happy, joy. It's Friday. I love the entrance to California Adventure. It's so cool. It rained here quite a bit yesterday. Well, I don't know about Disneyland. I wasn't at Disneyland, but it rained in Southern California. Pretty good. I'd say we got somewhere between a half inch and an inch. Today's a little chilly, but not super cold. Oh, look, you can see them working over there on the Porto's Bakery and Restaurant construction site over there. I don't know if you can see, there's one of those big giant tractor skip loader things digging away. I think that's going to be the largest restaurant here at Disneyland California Adventure and Downtown Disney, because that has a massive footprint. Hello, the John 42320. The John 42320, welcome. Lizzie is not with me. She is still a working girl, and she had a ton of work at the office today, and so she had to go in. She should be here with me on Sunday, though, because she loves the Lunar New Year parade as well, so we'll catch the Lunar New Year parade today and then again on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you. I always love walking in to California Adventure. Walking past Oswald's Tires and Lubrication gas station, where you can get a lot of cool hats and merch. And then walking by the beautiful Pacific Electric red car that is now just a photo op. These are actually scaled down. I don't know if you know that. As big as they look, these are only about half as big as the actual red cars in terms of length. And that red car actually is sort of an amalgamation of three different styles or models of red cars. The red cars that ran all over Southern California was the best mass transit system ever developed for Southern California. Actually went through 3 or 4 different iterations or models of the red car as time went by. And that particular one is sort of an amalgamation of 3 and sort of the best of all. All right, hopefully people aren't going to wait for the 12:45 parade this early, but I'm gonna check it out. Looks like some people are already getting some benches, and looks like they're already staking out some benches, but I think I'll just sit on the sidewalk. So the parade will come through that arch over there, and then it will come down here, and it's gonna be just fantastic. It goes off at 12:45. Yeah, it looks like some people might already be staking out their claims to benches for the parade. This bench over here would be awesome because I love the Gone Hollywood building right here. And it's right here in front of the Disney Club. So this would be one possible place to sit. I think last year the parade came up this way, but it also comes that way. So the first parade being at 12:45, I think it's gonna come down this way, and then it'll probably come back up this way later. So it's kind of hard to decide what to do. I am getting a little anxious about missing or not having a good spot. This spot I'm in here is great, but gosh, I don't think I can hang here for that long without going crazy. Let's see. Yeah, because that would be an hour and 30 minutes from now. That's a long time. I could go on Monsters, Inc. I want to try and go on Monsters, Inc. as often as I can until they shut that ride down completely. DCA popcorn is too salty. Yeah, I don't like, to be honest, I'm pretty easy with food. I'm not a fancy foodie person. I don't need fancy, expensive food. I'm perfectly happy with hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, things like that. But I must say, I really don't like the popcorn at Disneyland or DCA or anywhere on property. For that matter, I shouldn't even just say Disneyland. I do not like popcorn made anywhere by anyone except for the popcorn Lizzie and I make with an air popper and then use real Irish butter and sea salt. Anything else to me just doesn't taste good. It's the oils they use. They pop popcorn at movie theaters and at theme parks and just about anywhere in the world. They pop it with not the best oils, and they give it kind of a nasty flavor. It could smell good to you. You might like the smell of it. Oh, look at, there we go with the Monsters, Inc. attraction facade all lit up by the sun. How pretty is this? Art Deco, absolutely. Hi, Monarch Loans. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the Gone Hollywood building, to me, looks like it's inspired by probably one of the 2 or 3 best Art Deco buildings in Los Angeles, which is the Bullocks-Wilshire building. The Bullocks-Wilshire building is absolutely, oh, I gotta ask over here. Let's see, how much time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for a buddy pass here.
Okay, what do we want to do next?
Oh, it's because, okay, so did they book this separately than you did?
Yeah.
So that's why. So because,
But we're in the parking lot, so we're not together.
yeah. So because you guys are not booking it all together, it's going to give you 2 different return times. If that makes sense. So see how theirs is already like in between 10:35 and yours is going to be 11:15. For it to happen, they will have to cancel it on their end because it looks like they already have it in the same here. You could, and you just can do all together and I'll give you 1 return time. It makes sense?
Yeah, but can
We can.
Just waiting for a cast member to give me a hand here.
Ready, come back.
Right there.
Can I have a buddy pass? Thank you so much. Awesome. Just had to wait for the cast member who was helping some people before I could get myself a buddy pass. So now we'll just go right into Monsters, Inc. and start our day off with Mike and Sully.
Down to the right, okay.
Thank you. All right, we're in, guys. Hello, Peter. Hello, SoCal boy. Yeah, popcorn popped with olive oil is pretty good. That is my second go-to. You know, usually Lizzie and I'm actually the popcorn maker. Lizzie almost never makes popcorn. She likes the way I make it because I'm very meticulous. But usually I air pop it, and then I melt Irish butter, which is just a little better than the butter that doesn't come from Ireland. And then I turn, then I butter it, salt it, shake it so it gets a quarter turn, butter it, salt it. I do this whole process. So the popcorn comes out amazing. But sometimes we're out of Irish butter, and then oil also very good. But I like the olive oil best. It does give it a little different kind of taste though with the olive oil. Other than that, yeah, we don't eat popcorn outside the house. We make our own. Yeah, if you're ever in LA store, but at one time for about 60 years, I want to say 65 years, maybe a little bit longer, it was the premier that went there, and it was super luxo, like nothing out, the best product. The Bullock's Pasadena was nice as well, but that was more of a mid-century building. The other really very expensive condominium one was another spectacular building, hard in California back in the day when there was more of it. Will be worth giving up Monsters, Inc. It's all about kind of jungle feel, empathy for, or in some way connect, and I just could not connect with those Avatar characters. I don't know what it was, a picture action here. Hopefully the attraction will, and a cowboy movie in space, the evil. So,
I'd like to welcome you. While you're in town, be sure
Child security breach for the first time in monster history.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a doll. It's true! I saw the whole thing! Thoughts were not my own. Then it grabbed me with a giant...
Michael Wazowski, and I'm the...
We're almost there. We're almost there, kiddo. Kiddo. It's been the most terrifying day of my life.
Mike!
It's been the most terrifying day of my life.
Mike Wazowski!
We quickly rendered the situation settled to either confirm or deny the presence of a human child here tonight. We responded to a 2319 in progress and reported to the scene where we immediately secured the area in question.
right, good side.
Oh yeah.
Cheese.
All your sides are good.
Have a nice day.
You too.
I'm watching you. Always watching.
That was so fun. I was just soaking up all of the magic there. I was just soaking all that in. It was so awesome. So fun. Oh, these are going to be some great memories. Great memories of Monsters, Inc. All right, it's 11:30. That means it's only an hour and 15 minutes till the parade starts. Should give me about 30 minutes or so to get a good place. The Scare Pass. I wonder what they're gonna do with this big building. This big soundstage, number 17. Seems like it's never been used for anything except for once. It was a Marvel themed merch store, just a giant like soundstage that they filled with merch. Other than that, I never see them use it for anything. It's like you'd think they could do an expansion in there and do something fun, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that. It's crazy. A lot of merch over here. Hollywood, that screwy belly hooly Hollywood, where anyone from Shirley Temple to Amy Simple is equally understood. Come on and, I forget what the rest is. Come on and find your place, or something like that. Good morning, my friends. It is Indiana Holmes here at California Adventure. Just waiting and very excited for the Lunar New Year parade, which is at 12:45. We've got some people already staking out positions on the sidewalk. Yes, they are indeed. I think we'll do a little walk and talk. Let's see what we got over here. There's Mickey's Philhar Magic. I always love that. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Barbie. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. Okay, we got to check and see what kind of food they have here, if they have any new food. Don't see anything super great. We've got the Uptown Chili Dog, the Bacon Street Dog, the all beef hot dog, and the plant-based Philly dog. Yeah, nothing that great. They've had better stuff, like seasonal foods that have been much yummier than that. Ooh, let's go in the Gone Hollywood shop. They often have really cool stuff in here. Let's see what they've got. I kind of like this sweatshirt. This is nice. That's nice. It's all embroidered. And I love this Disneyland. It's got embroidered edges with kind of a shiny cloth in the middle. These are classic hats. These look like from the 1950s or 60s. These bucket hats.
So definitely if I would get the bigger size.
They got the classic Mickey they've taken from the Vault. This is the Vault series. This is sort of a classic look.
Yeah, it's with the cat over there.
Let's see what other new merch they have. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before. This is a Disney character cavalcade sweatshirt. That's pretty cool with Mickey and who is that? Daisy, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. Nothing on the back though. Let's a good weight. It's a good middleweight kind of sweatshirt. Not too heavy, not too light. Ooh, here's a nicer sweatshirt. Let's look at this one. Ooh, this has got a little bling to it. Oh, it's the back. The happiest day ever. It's the back of the characters watching the fireworks. That's so creative. So creative. And then on the front, they have more embroidery with Mickey and Minnie and the castle. Those are nice. I'm such a sucker for Disney merch. They just have such good designers. They come up with really fun ideas. This is a new Disneyland baseball jersey. Baseball season's coming up in a couple months, or at least preseason is. And so this is like a baseball jersey Mickey 1955 Disneyland. And on the back there's the Mickey Mouse 1955. What I really like too is this feature here. That's nice. Disneyland Resort, authentic original, established in 1955 on one side, and they got the 55 on the other. Those are super nice. Ooh, this Mickey hat is brand new. Haven't seen one of these before. Oh man. And then we saw this last week. It's kind of a shearling or imitation shearling sweatshirt. Looks really warm. Disneyland original. That looks like something inspired from the Disney archives of clothing. Disneyland Resort, that's really cute. Oh my. Hello, Jason. Jason Thorpe, welcome. Hello, Joseph. It's starting to warm up here. It was pretty chilly, pretty cold there for a while. But now it is starting to warm up with the sun really coming out and showing itself. It was very rainy here yesterday in Southern California. I wasn't at Disneyland, so I can't speak for Anaheim, but the rest of Southern California, especially along the beach areas, got a lot of rain. Probably, I would guess, somewhere between a ½ inch and an inch. Looking in my trash cans that the trash pickup was yesterday, and they leave the lids open, and when I went to close the lids this morning, there was somewhere between a ½ inch and an inch of water in those empty trash cans. Still got our Celebrate 70th Anniversary branding here. Some lucky people eating over here at the Carthay Circle. Excuse me, do you know when the Lunar New Year parade is? It coming to 12:45, I think, right?
Yes.
Is it coming this way?
It's coming this way.
Okay, super. Thank you so much. All right, now we know the direction it's coming. So that will help me better find a good spot. 11:35, it's gonna be here at 12:45, so an hour and 10 minutes. So I really wanna get a good spot, so I don't wanna stray too far from this area, because all of a sudden it'll go from only a few people standing around to everybody. Let me check here. I'm gonna see if we're gonna have any musical entertainment here on the stage. Often the Five and Dime plays right here. This is the Five and Dime stage essentially. So we'll see if they're gonna come out and play. Let me check my app. Okay, just firing up the app. Amazing Spider-Man at 12 noon. Disney, Mickey Mouse Club, Five and Dime at 12 noon also. Okay, so Five and Dime is gonna play here at 12 noon. So we may have to hang around to make sure we get that. Let's see, what time is it now? 11:36. So less than 20 minutes from now, Five and Dime will come rolling up the street in their custom-built open car convertible. We'll get to see what kind of music they're playing today. So now we're getting a lot of cast members strolling down this way, getting ready for the parade, which will be coming down Hollywood Boulevard here. Oh yeah, people are already starting to grab spots for the parade. So, shoot, it's so early. It's so early, but I definitely don't want to miss this parade. I want to get a good spot. And I like the Gone Hollywood building as a background with the sun on it. So I may just have to post up here, guys. I know that's not gonna be too exciting for you, but we can talk about Disney trivia. I almost brought my inflatable seat cushion today to sit on. Lizzie and I have these inflatable seat cushions that we sit on, which are awesome to keep your butt warm and keep it from feeling all cold and tired. Okay, so I might have to be here. That's a better spot over there though, because then we will see them coming our way. Yeah, I think this could be the spot. Okay, I know this is not going to be that exciting for you guys, but I think this is going to be a good spot to hang at, because I'll have this view right here, and they should stop and perform here, and then we'll have the Gone Hollywood building right there. Haha, yeah, I don't think they're gonna let me ride on the float. That's probably not gonna happen. Now I wish I brought my inflatable cushion, but I didn't. Oh my gosh. Is anybody sitting on the bench over there? No. Oh, you don't need to scooch. That's plenty of room for me. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's a good spot for the Lunar New Year parade. 12:45. It's going to be coming down this way. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's a good parade. Yeah, today's the first day of the Lunar New Year here at Disneyland.
We were here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And so we saw all the stuff going up.
Yeah.
The booths set up.
Yeah, the seasonal food. They're going to have
excited,
the Lunar New Year parade will be at 12:45 and then again at 2:45.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, should be fun. All right, I scored a bench thanks to this nice young lady over here. So I am just gonna post up here. Hello. Yeah, people are all jockeying for position here. Let me just check something here on my app. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day.
Oh, I know. I get the call. Cody's paralyzed. I'm like, great. Oh, this was the next day? So, my mother, Lori got you from out.
Alrighty.
And then, my first thing to her is, how bad is it?
I'm gonna switch glasses here.
And I'm like, okay.
Put my reading glasses on so I can read the chat a little bit better and participate with you folks. It's a little warm over here. I have the sun on my back, but it's better than being cold. That is for sure.
Hey Natalie, we were trying to figure out when he fell in the bathtub. What did he get?
Yes, definitely family friendly. Main Street Paul is one of our mods. He's one of our best mods. He might be the only mod here today, and he can put anybody on a timeout or permanently block anybody that does not keep it family friendly. No religion, no politics, no arguing about anything. We're just here to have fun. Hello, Sander. Let's see. Sandra B. I think I'm gonna have to connect to the Wi-Fi here. California Adventure does not have the best cellular connectivity, and so sometimes I have to go to it's Sandy Robbie. Okay, thank you, Sandy Robbie. Thank you. That helps. Yeah, I just tried to switch over to the Disney Wi-Fi, and that didn't seem to work any better than the cellular connection. Yeah, not great. Okay, we'll try something else. My other phone seems to not want to work here at all, even though it shows I have full bars. Very strange. Hotspot. It is about 60 degrees here today. Let's see. Might be a little warmer now, especially here in the sun. But it was very chilly and wet when I woke up this morning, I tell you. It was crazy chilly and wet. You gonna take off? Okay, you're welcome. All right, the young lady gave up her place on the bench, so there's a lot of room on the bench now. I'll probably get some neighbors coming to sit with me. Hello, LP Rodriguez 71, good to see you. If you just joined us, we are posted up on a bench waiting for the start of the Lunar New Year parade. I know it's gonna take a little time because it's not gonna happen for an hour, so this is a long time to sit and wait, but it's gonna be worth it because this is a spectacular parade. It's gonna happen right here in front of us with the Gone Hollywood building right behind us. You know what, I think I'm gonna take my adventuring jacket off because it's just a little bit on the warm side. I do have a tank shirt and undershirt on underneath and a Mickey sweatshirt, so it was perfect in the cool areas, but now it is very hot here. I'm gonna put you down for a second, guys.
So we switched. He killed that, and then I killed his.
This bench is actually much better than sitting on the sidewalk, even if I had my inflatable cushion. Zen Panda 83 and 51, welcome. Hello, Tiffany Johnson, one of our other mods here today, helping out Main Street Paul. Hello, Tiffany. We are posted up waiting for the Lunar New Year parade, which happens in 1 hour, but we got such a primo spot here. I got an actual bench on the parade route, and the parade's gonna be coming right down this way. What do you guys think? I don't know if you saw the Oscar nominations, but Zootopia is nominated for Best Animated Feature Film. Do you think it has a chance against probably the favorite, which is the, what is it? It's the one with the Korean singers that are like martial arts people or something. What's that one called? I K-pop demon hunters. You think Zootopia 2 has a chance against K-pop demon hunters? K-pop demon hunters seems to be getting all of the awards in their category, but you know, Academy Awards aren't till March. I have not seen K-pop demon hunters yet. It seemed like it was going to be a little on the young side for me. I wasn't sure I could hang with it, but in as much as it's up against Zootopia 2, I guess I'm going to have to see it. Hello, Mickey Stein. Yeah, they might, you know, it seems like they have all the momentum. And in as much as this is Zootopia 2 and not the original Zootopia, it probably didn't get as much attention as the K-pop demon hunters, except for the hardcore Disney fans. I love this music, right? Is this cool or what? Yeah. It's so weird. I have 5G, I have all bars, and my other phone is not working at all. It's just not downloading or getting any kind of connection. But at least you guys are here. That's the best part. Zen Panda, K-pop demon hunters against Utopia. Either way, yeah, either way it is an awesome choice. This is true. You know, we as the public can't go wrong. Walt Disney's first animation studio, some of you probably know, was actually not, it actually didn't have his name in it at all. It wasn't really his studio so much as it was his first series of cartoons, and they were called the Laugh-O-Gram films. He started that in 1921, can you believe it? 1921, that was a long time ago. Unfortunately, his Laugh-O-Gram films went bankrupt in 1923. So Laugh-O-Grams only really lasted for 2 years. He did have a film in production when he went bankrupt with Laugh-O-Gram films, and that was Alice in Wonderland, but not the Alice in Wonderland you guys know. It was an earlier version, and he only had it half finished when he ran out of money. He had a lot more success with his attempt in the cartoon studio he created in his Uncle Robert's garage in Los Angeles. His uncle, whose name was Robert, had a nice house in an average neighborhood with a separated garage in the back, and he let Walt use it to start working on Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, of course, was first pinned by Ub Iwerks. And of course, Ub Iwerks was also the animator that animated Steamboat Willie for Walt Disney. Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon where Mickey spoke a few words. If you ever get to LA and you have some time on your hands away from Disneyland and California Adventure, and you want to just explore, earlier I was talking about, you know, the really architectural gems of the 1920s. the Art Deco buildings, of which, you know, the Gone Hollywood building that you're looking at here was inspired from. You could, as I was saying earlier, before there were so many of you on here, you could check out the Bullock-Wilshire building and the Eastern building. But in addition to that, I think something that's worthwhile checking out is Griffith Park, which was really sort of, you know, in the middle of what is today the studio world. You know, Walt Disney Studio and all the studios were here in Hollywood, or like Walt's first real Walt Disney's animation studio was in Atwater Village on the edge of Glendale. Some people say it's Glendale, but Atwater Village is actually part of Los Angeles. But just on the other side of the giant Griffith Park, one of the largest in the country, a city park, it actually has its own mountains. On the other side of that is where most of the newer studios are today, like the Disney live action studios, the Disney feature animation studios, the Disney television studios, the Disney ABC television studios, Warner Brothers, Burbank Studios, Universal Studios. They're all on the valley side of Griffith Park. So it's worth taking some time to explore Griffith Park because it's a wonderful park. It has a giant public golf course on it. It has an area called Ferndale. I think I've made a video. If you search on my channel for Ferndale, I think there's a video of that, or maybe I incorporated that into the Los Angeles Observatory video. But the famous Los Angeles Observatory that has a giant telescope that looks to the stars, actually a couple of telescopes, is another beautiful example of Art Deco architecture. And that is at one of the top peaks, not the very top, but one of the higher peaks of Griffith Park. And that has been featured in many, many, many movies. If you Google Los Angeles or LA Observatory, you'll see it's been featured in so many movies. Ah, that's cool, Zen Panda. Yeah, I don't think my phone is in airplane mode, but I will check. No, it's not in airplane mode. It's just weird here. It just doesn't work that good. My streaming phone is on AT&T, but my other phone that I use for like text messaging and for in case my wife or my daughters need to call me, it's on Mint Mobile, and Mint Mobile just doesn't work good in the Disney parks. But it's a lot cheaper than AT&T. Okay, it's working a little better now. I can see YouTube on it. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Instead of saying the LA Observatory, the Griffith Park Observatory probably is the way that you would find it better. Hi guys, how are you? Griffith Park Observatory is probably the proper name. Manny and Kenny, welcome. But yeah, it's worth traveling and driving on those roads because so many movies, so many films have used Griffith Park and the observatory as locations for their films. Even the film that came out a few years ago, La La Land, which was an amazing, fantastic movie with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. I loved it. That was like a love letter to LA and a love letter to the jazz music genre. That was filmed, that famous dance scene where they dance together for the first time, where there's like a bench and they're sitting on a bench and the city of Los Angeles is below them. And then they change she changes their shoes and they do a dance. That's an actual place. They actually filmed that up there on, I believe it's Mulholland Drive, which is the famous street that goes all along the top of Griffith Park and all the way through Beverly Hills and eventually joins up with Sunset Boulevard that goes down to Will Rogers State Beach. LP Rodriguez, thank you for asking. Willow did good. It was a very long and arduous day for us. The surgery center was about, it was probably only like maybe 40 minutes from our house, but because we had to leave during morning traffic, it was brutal. It was 2 hours to get there in stop and go traffic. And then we were there all day. Lizzie and I were there all day waiting for her in surgery. And then by the time she was released from, you know, recovery room and we could take her home, by that time it was like 5 o'clock. We did not get home until 8:30. It was a 3.5-hour drive home. It was absolutely brutal. So altogether, our day from the time we left till the time we got home was a 12.5-hour day. So it was rough on all of us, and especially Willow, because she was very, you know, coming off the medication and she was still in like discomfort. But she's home resting now, and my other, Lizzie spent the night with her at her place over at Willow's apartment and took care of her. And then today I went back and I picked up Lizzie and dropped off my eldest daughter, Shelby, who's taking care of Willow today. So I think she'll feel a lot better in a week or so. She has a post-surgery follow-up appointment on Monday. So you'll have to make that drive again on Monday, but it'll be at a different time, so it shouldn't be so bad. Hollywood Studios. Oh yeah, Rebel Without a Cause is another one that was filmed up there. Oh, that's a cool movie. Oh look, here comes the Five and Dime. Now, I would normally go and watch the Five and Dime up at their stage, but I don't want to lose my awesome spot I have here on Hollywood Boulevard, because I am sitting on a bench, which is rare to get a bench on a parade route. This band mostly plays jazz-inspired tunes. They're very good. I love that big old car. It reminds me of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car in some ways, you know, big open 4-door car. Yeah, Redondo Beach is beautiful. One of my good buddies and his wife lives there. Manhattan Beach is another one I've had friends live at. Oh my gosh, your grandmother had a house on the canals in Venice. How lucky was that? Boy, those houses on the canals in Venice, Los Angeles now are worth millions and millions of dollars. I'd bet the cheapest house you could buy on the Venice canals in Los Angeles is probably about 4 or 5 million now. A lot of movie stars, especially the young movie stars, buy those houses and live there. Simon & Simon, yeah, I did remember this show, Simon & Simon. In fact, when I was a youngster, when I was a young guy out of college, and I was working at this studio, the Zimmerman studio, we photographed so many movie stars, especially TV stars, Dallas Dynasty, Simon & Simon, Wonder Woman, all those people, and Nashville stars and Motown stars. We actually did do a magazine photo shoot with one of the actors from Simon & Simon. I can't remember his name now. Kind of had lighter hair, nicely cropped hair, handsome guy. Oh wow, so that's where they were filmed it across from her house. Nice. Hello, I am sorry I cannot pronounce that name. Is that Cyrillic alphabet? Is it Anahapa? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but hello. Hello. Oh, Fisherman's Village, Marina Del Rey. How fun is that? Filming the Scarecrow and Mrs. King. That's very cool. Hang on a second here. Let's see if I can do something here. Gonna see if I can connect my other phone to my streaming phone and see if I get a connection. Okay, connected. Low data mode. That's interesting. Why is it on low data mode? Weird. I don't know what's going on with my phones today. I can hear them playing down the street over there. Oh, there's a nice breeze that just started up. I like this breeze. It's funny, I got competing music here. There's music being piped in over the speakers here where I'm sitting, and then the five and dime music is over there, and then I'm kind of trapped in the middle of two different types of music going on. Hello everybody and welcome. It's Indiana Holmes here at California Adventure on Main Street. Actually not Main Street, they call it Hollywood Boulevard here at DCA. And we are waiting for the first performance of the Lunar New Year Parade, which will feature Mushu the Dragon, some amazing dancers, some musicians, and of course, many Disney characters. So I know it's a little bit of a time to wait here, but hang in there because we have one of the best spots on the parade route, and that's why I'm posted up here and not walking around. Hello, Chafabro. Good to see you. Let's see, I'm gonna clean my lens here. It looks a little dusty, although it probably looks fine to you. Let's see if I can clean it up a little. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna clean it up. All right, now we got a nice clean lens. The Dial of Destiny Parade. Yeah. Sweet Home Bama 24. Hello. Okay. I like this breeze that's kicking up. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button. We are creeping towards, I think, what are we creeping towards? Is it 27 or 2,800 subscribers? Let's see. We're creeping towards 2,800 subscribers. We need 19 more subscribers to get to 2,800. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if we hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of January, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I think we can get to 2,800, maybe today. Okay, Spencer Walker, I will do that. I will see if we can see Mickey later on today. I know we will probably see him at the end of today's Lunar New Year Parade. He'll probably be on a float at the very end of the parade, along with all the original characters. Hey, we're up to 2782 now. Thank you for subscribing. So tomorrow I'm gonna stay home and make some videos for you about the Disney animators, like the 9 old men, the original 9 animators that worked for Disney and started the Walt Disney Studio with him. So we'll be looking at some of that, and I'm gonna be making a few other videos. I need to make another theme park news video for Monday. I was gonna do one every Monday, and then this week with my daughter's surgery just got to be too crazy, and I just didn't have time or energy to do another theme park news. But we'll do that so that we'll have both a video to upload. It won't be live, but it'll be a video to upload about the 9 old men and the animation process that they invented. A lot of people don't realize this, but you know, animation was a long time coming, a long time in development, and there was many people from around the world over, you know, a long period of time that helped create what we call animation. But none of it was like what Disney created with what we'll just term as Disney animation. That was a real breakthrough, and it was actually created by Walt Disney and his 9 old men animators, along with later on the ink and paint department, which was, I think, 100% female workers, female artists. And that was a completely new style of animation that nobody'd seen before, and really elevated the art of animation to what we know today. I think that you know, Walt Disney and the Disney Studios get a lot of credit for animation, but I don't think they get enough credit for actually creating characters and character movement, and the movement and use of props and background movement and secondary action. All of these things were things that the 9 old men invented, essentially, at Walt Disney's direction. You know, Walt Disney was very early on. Walt realized that his drawing ability was not good enough for what he wanted to do. And so that's why he started looking for artists that could make his vision, his imagination, come to life on paper, excuse me, and animate it in a way that he wanted to see it, because he felt his own art, his own drawing of art was not as good as he needed it to be. So that's why the 9 old men are so important, because they really invented the style of animation that everybody copied and that we're used to seeing today. Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston were 2 of the most important of the 9 old men, but they were all important. Ollie Johnston and Frank Thomas had a huge influence on everybody that came after them, and especially John Lasseter, who, of course, was the creative force. He was the Walt Disney of Pixar. And he has said that Ollie Johnston was his primary mentor, the man that really taught him the most about animation. He knew how to animate from school, talking about John Lasseter, and he got more knowledge and practice when he joined the Walt Disney Studios the first time, when he was a Walt Disney employee, long before he went to Pixar. And he says that Ollie Johnston taught him more about animation than anybody he ever knew in his life, because Ollie Johnston was all about what is the character thinking and how would the character move emotionally. That's the difference between what came before the 9 old men and what came after. Prior to the 9 old men of Disney developing the style of animation that we know today, animation was a lot more about gags and less about actual character development. But what the 9 Old Men did, and Ollie Johnson and Frank Thomas were probably the spearhead of this, along, of course, with Walt Disney, who was the tip of the spear. It was about making the characters have personality, individual personality, that went everything from the movements of their eyes and mouths to the movements of their bodies. And how does Mickey move differently than Donald, right? How does Donald move differently from Goofy? And how is that inspired? It's partially inspired by the animals that they are, right? But they really have a human character to them. They possess human characteristics. And so it's those human characteristics blended with their animal origins that makes them unique. Okay, with Five and Dime has finished their performance, they're coming back down the road here, so we're going to see them again in a moment. We'll get to hear them again as they go by. It's kind of like a pre-show for our parade. Here they come. I wonder who designed that particular vehicle, because Bob Gurr, who is one of the last people alive that worked with Disney, Walt Disney, he designed almost all of the vehicles at Disneyland. So he designed those little jitney cars, he designed the fire engine, he designed the original Autopia cars, he designed the omnibus. Almost all the vehicles were designed by Bob Gurr, who is still alive. I don't know how old he is now. He must be like 97 or 98. And he's such an active guy. He's really cool. He has a Facebook page. If you want to join his Facebook page and follow him, Bob Gurr, G-U-R-R. And he does appearances and he signs stuff. He's a very cool dude. But he also, he drops lots of wisdom and lots of factoids about the Disney Corporation, Disney Studios, and Disneyland under Walt Disney. He also designed the vehicles for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the only attraction in Disneyland that is called a ride. Everything else is an attraction. All right, we got 30 minutes and the parade will be coming down the street right here, right towards us. We got the perfect spot. We're gonna have the Gone Hollywood building as a backdrop, along with the award-winning Wieners and the Sunset Showcase Theater where Mickey's PhilharMagic plays. This whole building, look at this. Well, if you look at this, the Gone Hollywood building has a certain Art Deco aesthetic to it, but then so does, if you look at the top of the building, so does the award-winning Wieners and the Sunset Showcase Theater. All have that look. And then over here at the very end, this has a more streamlined but still Art Deco style. And then as you look further down the street, we no longer see the Art Deco style. We see more of the sort of California Spanish-inspired style of architecture with the stucco buildings. I am thirsty and I have an unopened bottle of water with me, but I don't want to drink any water before the parade because I do not want to have to go to the bathroom and lose my spot here. And now we just got some kind of generic jazz horn music blowing, which is nice. Has a kind of a 1940s vibe to it. Sitting across from the award-winning Wieners is starting to make me a little hungry because I can smell those chili dogs, but I really don't want to eat anything. I did already eat this morning on my way in. Oh my gosh, so much cheaper to eat at McDonald's. I got one of those really yummy McGriddles. I don't know if you guys have ever had a McDonald's McGriddle sandwich. It's got like a pancake bun, like made out of pancake batter on the top and bottom, a scrambled egg in the middle with sausage and cheese. So yummy. I just got that, brought my own bottle of water, nothing else. It only cost me like $5.75. That same style of sandwich at the Rose Tavern last week cost me like $15. So like 3 times the price. That's true. Monarch Loans is absolutely correct. If you look behind me, this is the bathroom behind where I'm sitting on the bench. That's a good call, Monarch. This is very reminiscent of a style of architecture that is found throughout Southern California in some of the tonier, more expensive areas, and also across the country. And the name of the architect that this is inspired from is, now I'm trying to think of his name. Oh shoot, he's very famous. Monarch Loans, help me out. Who is the architect that does that style of concrete block? I mean, he's no longer with us, but the concrete block type of construction for homes and buildings. What's his name? My brain is not functioning properly after that long day yesterday. Starts with an E, doesn't it? I just can't think of his name, darn. But yeah, it's inspired by this famous architect whose name escapes me at the moment. All right, only about 25 minutes left to go. And we'll be seeing the parade. First time this year. There's gonna be a parade here at 12:45 and then another one at 2:45. So we're gonna catch the first one of 2026. First Lunar New Year parade of 2026. Frank Lloyd Wright, thank you, Pearl's Girl, thank you so much. That is correct, Frank Lloyd Wright. Let me stand up so we can get a better look at this. This bathroom is so obviously, there's a ladies and a men's bathroom entrance here. This is so obviously designed to show the inspiration it came from Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright used concrete blocks and concrete along with these kind of glass windows with steel frames in them and flat roofs all over the country, and especially here in Los Angeles. In fact, there's one that you can see that is open to the public sometimes, and it is at Barnesdale Park, which is on the sort of outer edge of Griffith Park. Again, Griffith Park has so many things. And I think that's called the Hollyhock House. The Hollyhock House which is now, I think it's owned by, maybe it might be owned by USC, University of Southern California, or some other big entity, and they are preserving it and trying to renovate it without changing anything. And I think about like once a month it's open to the public. The Hollyhock House, very good. Yep, Turtles Girl. Hello, TJK3TTU. I know, right? I gotta tell you, I feel so super fortunate to be able to come to Disneyland twice a week, or as often as I can, or as often as I want. I feel very, very fortunate, very privileged, because it is such a cool vibe. You know, even just coming here for lunch, or just coming here for dinner, just coming to walk around is fun. Oh yeah, that's right, Frank Lloyd Wright School in Arizona. The Tellison West. Ooh, Karen, Desert Girl 60, thank you for putting that in the chat. That's right. I do remember seeing a documentary where Frank Lloyd Wright and I think his son, they had started an educational institution in Arizona, and that was going to be like the headquarters of their operations when he was much older in life. I think originally Frank Lloyd Wright's architectural headquarters, where he had his business, was in Chicago originally, but then eventually he moved in his later years the operations to Arizona. Hello, Thick Lady Vibes. I am fantastic. We are posted up on a bench just waiting for the Lunar New Year parade. You can see a lot of people here today. It is Friday. I think a lot of people have the day off, especially these younger folks here, or they got out of school early, they got off work early. There's some groups here, and they probably don't even realize that we are going to have a Lunar New Year parade here in about 17 minutes. The Storehouse in Frank Lloyd Wright. Okay, I will do that. I will look up the Storehouse by Frank Lloyd Wright. Oh, Thick Lady Vibes, I am so happy you got medical insurance. You know, medical insurance is just ridiculously expensive. I know this is off topic, okay? I know this is off topic. It's not about Disney. But all of us have to deal with this medical insurance issue, and it has gotten so ridiculously expensive. I think Lizzie is paying like $750 a month for her for her health insurance. I have lifetime medical insurance through my former employer. So when I was working, my insurance was paid by my former employer, and then when I retired, I have now lifetime medical insurance. And then of course everybody gets Medicare on top of that. Medicare is okay, but you still have to pay some money. But if you have private insurance plus Medicare, then that's the best of all possible worlds. I know I have friends in Europe and friends in Canada that have that universal health care, and they just love it. You know, I have friends in Mexico, and they don't have like really universal health care in the way that they do in Canada and Europe, but healthcare is just so much less expensive there. There's like a government, Mexican government like base insurance, and then you can pay for other higher levels of insurance, and it's still way cheaper than we pay here. Yeah, nice peace of mind, you're right. When Lizzie worked for the Disney studios, she had the best health insurance. Oh my gosh. She could just go to any doctor, anytime, for anything, and it was like basically you didn't pay anything. There was a small copay, but nothing really.
That one, look in front of you.
Look at this cute little dog. There's a cute little doggy coming here. Little poodle. How cute is that?
Can we sit here?
No, nobody's sitting there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Ah, you're welcome. Cute little poodle you got.
Marty.
It's Marty the Wonder Dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Aw, such a sweetie.
She's a good girl. Marty, down. All the way. Down.
Oh, wow, Monarch Lawns, that is intense. Yeah, I know, house insurance is crazy. We have the house insurance, then there's like, I think flood insurance and earthquake insurance. There's like 3 insurances we have to pay for. It's crazy. It's the high cost of living in California, especially Southern California, because everybody wants to live here, and we have these natural disasters like the fires and the earthquakes. We haven't had any floods in a really long time, like not in my lifetime anyway, but we're all still required to have flood insurance if you have a house with a mortgage. Or if you don't have a house with a mortgage and you still want to be protected. Because there were some really horrible floods here in the 1920s, 30s, maybe even in the early 40s, but I haven't really seen any floods in the news here in California in my lifetime. Thankfully, we don't have to pay insurance to be here at Disneyland. Oh, that would be the worst. If we had to pay for a Magic Key annual pass and then insurance on top of that for some reason, that would be horrible. Ah, Rainbow Boat 8883, I am so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you for that comment. We try. You know, and it's a group effort. All the subscribers here and the people that visit in the chat all contribute because, you know, sometimes I have that senior brain and I have a thought in my mind and I'm talking about something and then I just can't remember a certain fact or I can't remember a name, like, you know, the name of an architect or the name of a studio or something, and you guys help me out, and so it's a group effort. Like, how could I forget the name of Frank Lloyd Wright, right? How could I forget that? One of the most famous American architects of all time. Has anybody here in the chat ever been to the Walt Disney, what do they call it? It's where they have the I want to say Philharmagic, because Philharmagic's there, but the Philharmonic, where they have the big orchestras. The Walt Disney something theater. It's in downtown Los Angeles on Hope Street, across the street from the Broad Art Museum and the Museum of Contemporary Art. That is another spectacular architectural gem that was designed by another really famous American architect, whose name I can also not remember. Maybe somebody can look that up. Walt Disney Concert Hall, I want to say it's called, something like that, on Hope Street in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles. What's it called?
It's the Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Yeah, it's just called Walt Disney Concert Hall. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My benchmate over here is helping me out with my brain. Do you remember the name of the architect that did that? I can't.
No, but I think he just died.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did just pass away. Frank Gehry. Thank you, Pearls Girl. You are all about the architecture today. Yes, Frank Gehry designed the Walt Disney Concert Hall. And, you know, that concert hall was largely funded by the Disney family. I think they put in more money than the Disney studio did. And it is such a spectacular building. I have photographed it many times. I've even done some fashion shoots out in front of it with a model. And it's just amazing. It's all covered in some type of metal. It's kind of a matte, looks like stainless steel. I don't know if it's stainless steel or titanium, but it has an amazing look, and it's all like, think of like wavy paper or wavy fabric. That's what it looks like. Thank you, Pearls Girl. You're the best. Hello, Kelly DiMaggio.
Thank you. You're a girl, boy. Girl.
22-0. Very nice.
Do you know what that stands for?
I do not.
22 veterans commit suicide
Oh,
every day.
that is
The
horrible.
organization that we went through, I'm a veteran.
Okay, thank you for your
and
service.
Thank you. And the organization that we went through, the Patriotic Service Dog Foundation in Murrieta, is trying to bring that number from 22 down to 0. by pairing veterans with PTSD with a service dog.
Oh, that's really nice. You know, oh look, here's probably one of our performers. I belong to the, hold on a second. I belong to the Elks Lodge, and also to the American Legion, but I never served. My father did, so I'm a son. I'm a son, and both of those organizations raise money for veterans.
Yes.
And we help out at the Vets Hospital in Long Beach, like once a month.
I go to the one in Loma Linda.
Okay, and then the other thing we raise money for is specifically for the organizations that train these service dogs for vets. And
they
we
provide free service dogs and free service dog trainings to veterans with PTSD.
Wow.
So she is 7 years old. So she's going to be retiring in 2 years.
Oh, really?
So I have a 4.5-month-old puppy at home that they just gave me to start training because it'll take 2 years.
Yes, I
So
heard.
when she retires, he'll be ready to go.
Oh, that's great.
And his name is Bart Vader.
Bark Vader, what a great name for a
Yeah.
dog, Bark Vader, I love it. Oh my gosh, that's a great name. Yeah, I think it's so important to support veterans because they really put their life on the line, literally,
Yeah.
for us. And I think the service dog is such a great thing because, as you said, veterans, maybe all of them, are at risk for suicide or mental illness because they've gone through so much, especially if they've been in combat.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here at Disneyland. Wouldn't even leave the house without her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's done that for me. We've been together for 7 years.
Wow. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, the American Legion is a really good service organization.
Great organization, yes.
We're part of the motorcycle.
Oh, the riders.
The riders, yeah. So sometimes we do service rides where we will escort veterans' caskets that have been,
I've done that
to
too.
some of the
Patriot Dog
funerals.
Riders,
Right.
I've done that before. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. She has this beautiful service dog that you've had now for 5 years, you said?
7.
7 years. So the service dog is going to retire in 2 years. And so they're training up a new dog now so that when this one retires from service, the younger one will then take over.
And she just becomes a dog of leisure at home.
Oh, that's nice.
I always get that question, what happens to her? She becomes a dog of leisure.
She gets to retire like everybody else. That's
That's right.
nice. That's nice. Hello, friends. Indiana Holmes here. We are just minutes away, 10 minutes away from the first Lunar New Year parade of 2026 here at California Adventure. So hang in there for 10 minutes. We got a great spot on the parade route. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I saw this parade last year and I just loved it so much.
I didn't see it last year.
Yeah, they have it at 12:45 and at 2:45. It comes down this way at 12:45, and I think at 2:45 it comes back the other way.
Oh, okay.
And it's really super beautiful. The dancers, the costumes,
I can't wait.
the Mushu Dragon, all of that. I'll be interested to see if it's changed much from last year to this year. But yeah, I plan to see it again with my wife on Sunday. She'll be coming with me on Sunday.
Oh, right on.
And so,
Yeah, after this, I gotta hook it down to get my magic key button,
oh, okay.
which is all the way at the other end.
Did they send you your magnet in the mail?
Yeah. Got my magnet. But this is a special one. It's only from 2 to 8. And it's only this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And it's a button. Where do you get them?
It's down past the silly swings
Okay.
under the bridge.
Okay.
It's let me find it.
I'll go walk over there after this and go get mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Year of the Horse Magic Key Keepsake button.
Okay, Year of the Horse. Ooh, that's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're giving away magic
And
key
it's over by
buttons
the
today
Silly Symphony
for magic
Swings.
keyholes. Okay, by the Silly Symphony Swings.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go over there and go get that and show you guys that button.
So that way we don't have to take up all the room in the car.
Well, it's like, it's weird how they're doing it because there's not like, right here's functional, it's like stuff, like, but then they'll put.
Oh, the crowd is really picking up now. Everybody is now posting up and finding their spot on the sidewalk where the parade, especially on this side. This side has more shade and you don't have the sun in your eyes. On the other side, you know, you have the sun in your eyes, so that's like people don't really want to go there unless they have to. We got bubble magic happening here.
Seriously.
Woohoo, we're at 2,792 subscribers. We're 8 subscribers away from 2,800. Who will be the 2,800 subscriber? I'm excited. Ah, thank you, Masato K. That is kind of you. I appreciate that. Ooh, 6 minutes to go, and we should be hearing the parade coming down the road. $2,793 subscribers. Woohoo! This is exciting.
Hello, everyone. In just a
here we
few
go.
minutes, Mulan's Lunar New Year procession will travel from Hollywood Boulevard to Paradise Gardens. Don't miss the beautiful artistry and music during our Lunar New Year celebration. Thank you.
Lunar New Year, yeah. Yeah, so it'll go this way. So it sounds like it's going to start down here now and go this way. Either way will be awesome. Oh, LP Rodriguez, you are too kind, my friend. Thank you for that super chat, $19.99. You are a king. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind. It's Karen Dessert Girl 60. Welcome. Look, they still have all the cables in the sky. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody texted me. Oof. Let's see if you can see this. I'm going to zoom in. See, they still have all the cables up over the street, which is interesting, right? Because those cables were what they were connecting the red streetcars to. Because in the old days, the original red streetcars in Los Angeles ran off electricity that came from those cables up there above the street. But what's really interesting is it's all for show here, or it was all for show when they were running the red car, because those cables here in California Adventure do not carry any electricity. They're just for show, because the red cars at California Adventure were actually electric, battery-powered streetcars, and they would travel down the street over this way and make a right-hand turn over towards, well, let's see, past Guardians of the Galaxy and in towards Marvel's Avengers Campus, and then they would go backstage to a charging barn at night where they would charge up their batteries. That is why we don't have the red streetcars here anymore, because they needed to use the space backstage where the charging barn was for the new expansion of Avengers Campus. So you can blame Avengers Campus expansion on the loss of our red streetcars. Although we still have one at the front of California Adventure that we can use for photo op, but they don't travel up and down the street anymore. But we still have the tracks here, and we still have the cables there just for show. Kind of add some character to the street. Ministry Paul says, unfortunately, I won't be able to join your stream this Sunday because of course you will. I wouldn't expect anything less. You need to support those Seahawks.
You need to know what to put on your dog. is that waiter serving food.
Yeah, he's serving it to his grandchildren, I think. That would be cool if they had wait staff here, like waiters. I would totally tip them well. I would give them a 25% tip if they would go get me food and bring it back. That is a service that would be welcomed. Why hasn't Disney thought of that? Then they could stand in line, or they could do, you could still order your food. You could order your food maybe on the app, and then instead of having to go stand in line to get it, you could have the waiters do that for you, wait staff. Good to see you too, Andy. You wanted a hot dog. We are now about 3 minutes late from the parade starting. It should have started. Looks like it's going to come from down here because I see cast members now posted up down there clearing the way. And then right in the middle here, we've got cast members that are posted up getting ready to prevent guests from going down the street. Yeah, they're just starting to spread out. Yeah, now they're waving their hands, asking people to go to the left or the right of the sidewalk. Super cool. Hello, Mabel's mom. Good to see you. That is a fake screen off in the distance. I'm not sure if it's the back of a building or if it's just a wall or what it is exactly. But yes, this is not really the sky. You can see the edge of it right there. Oh, thank you very much. 0. Okay, gotcha. Marietta. Yeah, that may be the same organization or maybe a different one that we donate to, because when we have our Oktoberfest at the Post, they bring 10 by 10 tent. And
hello, everyone. Join us at Mulan's Lunar New Year procession to welcome in good fortune, happiness, and prosperity. Mulan and her friends are here to celebrate this festive occasion with you. Mulan, learn to respect the strength and discipline of the martial arts from our father. This centuries-old art form celebrates a rich heritage of bravery and honor.
I think Haunted Mansion opened up again today, so we're going to head over there after this parade.
The fan and umbrella dances are two of Mushu's favorite ancient art forms. They represent beauty, grace,
Here we go,
and
the very first part of the parade. The banner is coming up. Here comes Mushu the dragon.
And now, Mulan friends are honored to share the beautiful Chinese traditions and heritage of this joyous holiday. Please join them in welcoming Mushu as we celebrate the Year of the Horse. The blooming flower is a comforting symbol for Mulan, as her father taught her that she would blossom beautifully in her own time. bad luck and bring good fortune in the new year. When Mulan was a little girl, her mother taught her that traditionally, the ribbon dance was performed for royalty as an expression of gratitude and honor. Mulan loves the swirling colors of the ribbons. Mulan learned to respect the strength and discipline of the martial arts from her father. This centuries-old art form celebrates a rich heritage of bravery and honor. To share the beautiful Chinese traditions and heritage of this joyous holiday. Please join them in welcoming Mushu as we celebrate the Year of the Horse. The blooming flower is a comforting symbol for Mulan, as her father taught her that she would blossom beautifully in her own time.
That was so pretty. All right. That was beautiful. Can't wait to see that again. Thank you for hanging out for the whole hour waiting for that parade. I know it was a long time to wait, but it was worth it. At least I think it was. It was gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna put my jacket back on now.
Do you have a channel?
Yes,
What channel is it?
it's Indiana Holmes. So see, Indiana,
Okay.
and then Holmes, Holmes on YouTube.
Oh, I'll look for it.
This is my retirement hobby.
I love it. That's awesome.
Thank you. If you guys want to sit on this bench, it's all free now.
We're good.
Alrighty.
We're almost there.
They're gonna repeat this parade at 2:45.
They did great.
Yeah.
I think that was their first time, right?
They did it last year and I think the year before as well, but first time today. First time this year. Yeah, this
That's
season.
what it is.
Yeah.
They did really good.
Yeah, it was really nice. I always look forward to it.
Yeah, it's the first time here for us.
Enjoy. All right, that was amazing. The parade continues on down that way. I love the music. I love the entire thing. Let's see now. Figure out what I did with my glasses. I just love all the costumes and the dancing. It's just so cool. Ooh, it got a lot more people-y here since I got here this morning. I didn't get here that early though, because we were still recovering from our long 12-and-a-half-hour day, of which 5.5 hours of it was driving in stop-and-go horrible traffic. So, and then I was having to drop people off and pick them up this morning and switch out people. So, got here at 11, which was fine. Actually, I got here earlier than that, but talk about traffic. This weekend, all this week, and then going through to Sunday, is the NAMM show. If you're a musician, you might know what this is. It's the National Association of Musical Manufacturers convention that happens once a year here and takes the entire Anaheim Convention Center. They use the entire Anaheim Convention Center, and it is a huge event, and they fill up all the parking at the Anaheim Convention Center, and then they pay those that can't get in there, pay for parking over here at Disneyland, especially the Toy Story parking lot, which is where I park, because that's right across from the Anaheim Convention Center. So getting into the Toy Story parking lot today was absolutely pandemonium. There was a block-long line in each direction to try to get into the Toy Story parking lot. So normally where I could just drive in, show my pass, and then go park, it took me 20 minutes just to travel 1 block to get into the parking lot. It was crazy. So yeah, I got here and started live streaming a few minutes later than I wanted to, because even though I gave myself plenty of time, I had forgotten the NAMM show was going on right now, and that whole parking situation was crazy. All right, we're gonna head over to Disneyland and see what the situation is at the Haunted Mansion, because today is the first day the Haunted Mansion opened in its normal, regular, traditional look. It will not have the Nightmare Before Christmas. It will not have the Nightmare Before Christmas holiday overlay. But we'll see. It might be crazy busy. The line might be too long. But we'll see. We'll go check it out. There's that magical music. It just always makes me so happy to be here. So happy to hear this music, so happy to see the characters, and I love me some parades. Haunted Mansion only 35 minutes? Oh, I am totally there then. I can totally do 35 minutes at Haunted Mansion. That is not a problem for me. I could even do 45, but when it starts to get to be 55, then I'm like, I don't know. I just waited over an hour for the Lunar New Year parade, but I got to sit down on a wonderful bench. That's like only the second time I ever got to be sitting on a bench for a parade. Thank you. All right, we're gonna head over to the Haunted Mansion to get our first viewing of the traditional Haunted Mansion. But I'm gonna make a quick bathroom stop here as I cross under the Main Street Station tunnel bridge thing. So I'm gonna cut the microphone and put you guys on the privacy screen for just a few minutes while I go use the facilities.
Do you want a name on it?
Yeah, Great Legend.
All right, we are back. I'm just gonna need to take a minute. I'm gonna have to set the camera down for a minute. I'm gonna have to plug my battery in because I think we're getting a little low here. All right, we are back on the road walking to the Haunted Mansion. Thank you for posting the wait times there, Paul. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, Main Street USA. No Christmas tree now for a while. We had the winking Mickey Pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. Then we had the Christmas tree. Now we just have some beautiful flowers. Haunted Mansion, here we come. Oh, looks like they're getting ready for a cavalcade here. Probably the Celebrate Happy cavalcade, which we've seen many times. I think they're going to switch it up and give us a different parade coming up soon, because the Christmas parade, holiday parade, is over, and the cavalcade's been the same cavalcade for quite a while. So I'm hoping for a new parade, maybe a new cavalcade. But that Lunar New Year parade was pretty awesome. I loved it. It did feel a little bit shorter than last year. I feel like there was maybe 1/3 fewer entertainers in this parade. I feel like there was more last year. I'm gonna have to look at my recording, my video of last year's Lunar New Year parade and compare it to today.
On the non-walk around one.
Excuse me. A lot of people getting their food on. Disneyland parade, Disneyland band is performing out in front of the castle, but we're gonna pass that up so that we can get over to Haunted Mansion. Boy, it feels, my legs feel a little bit like lead today. They feel a little heavy and tired after sitting in a car for 5.5 hours in stop and go traffic yesterday, and also sitting at the surgery center all day. It was like another 7.5 hours waiting for my daughter to get through with surgery. But it all turned out good. Life is good. I love doctors. I love doctors and nurses and all medical staff members, including firemen and paramedics. I say you can't thank them enough for what they do to help us and our loved ones. Everybody. If you've ever had any medical issues where you've had to have a medical procedure or surgery, and then your life was better afterwards or saved because of the medical treatment you got, thank the medical people, thank the staff, the doctors, the nurses, and all the medical staff. I once had a car accident. It was so bad that I had to be put on a stretcher board where they strap your head down and they strap your body down and they take you away on a wooden board and then take you away in an ambulance, paramedics there and all. And I gotta tell you, they were so good to me. They were so good at trying to help me through the pain and the trauma and the shock that happened in that automobile accident. I just can't say enough about people that dedicate their lives to medicine, whether it's a nurse or a doctor or an orderly. Just can't say enough about them. That kind of training and education takes so much effort and time, and you have to really put your brain to work to remember all those things and practice all those procedures, whether it's emergency or surgical or just a doctor's visit. We are so lucky to have the medical people in our lives helping us. And that goes right to the people that do the physical therapy, the massage therapists, the chiropractors, all of them. They all are such a gift to us. Can you imagine living 100 years ago when medical was not as advanced as it is today? Hi, how are you? Hello. Okay, the line says 40 minutes. I am guessing it's going to be a bit shorter than that. Probably closer to 30 or 35. This line does not look long at all. Haunted Mansion, here we come. I wish I was smart enough to have been a doctor or a nurse, but unfortunately my brain did not learn languages like Latin, which is heavily used in medical education, and I would get kind of faint at the sight of serious injuries or blood, so being a doctor was not in my future, but I am sure thankful for the people that did go into that field. Let me see. I wasn't reading while I was walking. Let's see what you said. Huh. Yeah, it's hard to get Chippendale to play drums because they're always busy doing stuff. You have to catch them when they're not like in a parade or a cavalcade or doing a meet and greet. If they're just kind of wandering around, you can get them to do it. Oh, you have lymphatic problems. I'm reading Thick Lady Vibes text or post. So that they will help me tremendously. It won't cure it. Well, I'm glad you're getting that help, Thick Lady Vibes.
What kind of dog? Is a Pomeranian.
Okay, that was a bit of a quick walk there, but I'm excited. I think about 30-35 minutes from now, so before 2 o'clock, maybe 1:45 to 2, maybe 1:45, we shall be loading into the doom buggies. Hello, Disney cast crew member, and welcome today. Welcome to today. Okay, I'm now kind of regretting wearing a tank shirt, an undershirt, underneath my sweatshirt, because now it's a little toasty after that walk and I'm in the sun. But it sure was nice and warm this morning. Here's Master Gracie's little pergola sitting area out here where he reads his book. Look at all the ivy they've grown on this. Before it was just a steel structure, a steel armature, and now it's all covered with ivy. It looks beautiful. I think they're trying to do the same kind of thing here with the greenhouse. They're trying to grow plants, not on this part because you've got the windows, but further over where you just have the steel lattice work. Oh, I love the drum solos that the Disneyland band does, and the Green Army Men, and during the Christmas holiday season, we had the Toy Soldier drummers. Drum corps is like one of my favorite things. I mean, who doesn't like drum corps, right? Just gets you off your feet, makes you stop thinking about anything, any worries, and you just feel the beat and you get into the music, and it kind of just changes your whole attitude and just makes everybody smile. What did I say? Master Gracie? Yeah, Grayson. Maybe it's Grayson. I think Master Gracie was from Batman. I think you're right, it's Grayson. Master Gracie is from Batman. See, there you go, catching my old brain. but that's why you guys are so valuable in the chat. You keep the facts correct. I appreciate it too.
Carl, how are you? I feel like as you go up in elevation, the point is open.
2,794 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. And if you're new to the channel, please help us out and subscribe. Hit that notifications button so you don't miss any of our live streams or our videos, our history videos. Who will be the 2,800th subscriber? Will it happen today? We've got the classic music back here in the queue. We were so used to hearing the Nightmare Before Christmas music for the last several months, since about the third week of August, all the way through Halloween season and then the Christmas holiday season, and now we're back to the classic Haunted Mansion music. Loving it. And the ghost horse driven hearse is back in its original form. I like seeing these clouds back here too, behind the hearse. It kind of gives it another more spooky kind of effect. And now here we are, guys, look. Haunted Mansion back to its original form. Which movie are we talking about here? I kind of missed the start of that conversation. Somebody, who was it? Andy wrote, which version of the movie do you like best? Which movie are we talking about, Andy? I missed the beginning of that conversation. Ah, there it is. Look at that. What a scene. What a beautiful scene. Well, hearse can be black or it can be white. Just like if you ever go to a funeral and people have, they have like, usually like Cadillacs or Lincolns, you know, big town cars to bring the family of the deceased. And then they'll have a hearse that's, you know, a car, usually a Cadillac or a Lincoln. You can request white or black. It's usually like an off-white or a black. So I think it's the same for these wooden, you know, wood horse-drawn carriages for the hearses. They could be white or black. But yeah, I think traditionally, you know, most hearses back in the day when they were horse-drawn were black. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to say both versions. Both versions of the Haunted Mansion. I like them both for different reasons. And the Haunted Mansion movies were great. I can't really pick. That's like asking which is your favorite child. They're all good. Terrence Stamp. I do love Sean Wallace. Sean Wallace, I've always loved that actor. If you've ever seen the movie Dinner with Andre, Sean Wallace is in that movie with another actor whose name escapes me. And the whole movie is just the two of them sitting at a table talking over dinner, like for 90 minutes or maybe it's 2 hours. It's fantastic. But you gotta like talking movies with no action, because there's no action. It's just all like a philosophical conversation. It's so fun to be here after, let's see, what was it like? It's like 5.5 months, I think. 6 months maybe, that we've had the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. And now we're back to the original Haunted Mansion. This is awesome. Okay, Jacob Herring, shoot, what is your request, my friend? Oh yeah, Sean Wallace in Princess Bride was great, but you know what? I loved every single character and every actor that played every single character in Princess Bride. What a fantastic movie. The whole thing about the grandfather telling the story to his grandson in bed. Oh my God. By the end of the movie, just always brings tears to my eyes. I always choke up. We'll see about meeting characters. I usually don't stand in line to meet characters because it's usually lots of families with little kids, and it usually takes a really long time to get to the front. I will do it when I see that they've just started opening the queue for character meet and greets, and then if there's only like 1 or 2 or 3 people ahead of me, I'll do it. But if it's a long queue, I won't do it. I just don't have that kind of energy to wait that long for a 10-15 second interaction with a character. But thank you for the suggestion. I'm more interested in having longer interactions with characters. I find that meeting the princesses over at Royal Hall is more fun because you get to meet 4 different princesses and you only have to wait in line once. How old is Tigger? I don't know, you have to look that up. Yeah, you'd have to look up when Tigger first became part of the, first appeared in the Winnie the Pooh books. Yeah, I think, in The Princess Bride, that may have been Peter Falk's greatest performance because it was so natural, The 2 famous lines, inconceivable. Sean Wallace was always saying, inconceivable. And then they'd say, who are those guys? Or who is that guy? Something like that. No worries, Andy. I got the spooky vibes going now. The Cliffs of Insanity. There were so many cool things in that movie. It was cool because it had sort of the quirkiness and wackiness of like the Monty Python characters in Monty Python movies, but it had a sweetness, a kindness, and a beauty to the story that you didn't find in Monty Python movies. It was really geared towards, Princess Bride was really geared towards children and adults, whereas like the Monty Python movies and the Monty Python troupe are more geared towards adults. Who do we have here? We have I Truly Departed, I'll Be Back, Rest in Peace. I wonder if when Arnold Schwarzenegger leaves the planet for his ultimate destiny, I wonder if his family will put on his gravestone, here lies Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Here's Theo later, dust into dust, dusty dust, empty tombs, Reincarnation, Levitation, Gee, I Miss You, You Are Gone, I Immortal, Pearly Gates. Very cool. Oh, The Never-Ending Story. That was another great movie. I've seen that movie a bunch of times. I've seen both The Princess Bride probably 24 times, and The Never-Ending Story probably maybe 8 or 9 times. Never-Ending Story when I was a much younger person. I think maybe now as an adult, I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy Princess Bride, but when I was younger, I really enjoyed it a lot. Thick Lady Vibes, Willow is doing fine. Her older sister Shelby is taking care of her today in recovery. When we brought her home last night, Lizzie stayed with her through the night. And I went home to take care of the dog. And then I picked up Lizzie this morning and I dropped off Shelby to take care of Willow. But she's gonna be fine. She's doing great. She's in good spirits today. Of course, she's on a lot of pain medication. And she's, you know, kind of confined to bed at least until Monday when she has a follow-up post-surgical appointment, and then she's supposed to be recovering for a total of 6 weeks. So she'll be fine though, but thank you for asking. Keep watching and get into like Naruto. John Wesley Shipp. I can't picture that actor's face. So no, I guess I didn't know. I'm not the best with remembering names. I try, but I'm not the best at it. Oh, the original Flash, okay. Now, this line's moving pretty quick. I am pretty happy about that. We are just flying through here, and we have mostly overcast skies today. So when the clouds are over the sun, blocking the sun, it's really nice and lined. Cool, but not cold. When the sun comes out, it's a little bit warm because I've got 3 layers of clothing on my top here, my chest. Thank you, Jacob Herring. I appreciate you managing the chat. We want to avoid spam. Yeah, the mods, Jacob, Main Street Paul, everybody that are mods, you guys have full authority to do what you need to do in the chat. You don't have to ask me. If you feel like something's getting out of hand, then just do what you got to do, and I support you 100%. Holy guacamole, Andy. -4 in Illinois. It feels like 15. Even 15 would feel like 20 below to me. It would feel like -20, 25. I would just be a popsicle. I would never leave the house if it was cold like that all the time. I would just stay inside. I would be living off of delivery pizza. So I would never have to go to the market. Andy, I try, you know? I try to just bring you along to the things that I enjoy, and I just hope that you guys enjoy them too, because I figure you wouldn't be here on the live stream if you didn't love Disneyland and all things Disney as much as I do. So thank you for saying that, but just bringing you along for the ride. -5 in Omaha. Hey, my heart goes out to you guys because I hear there's going to be a giant snowstorm this weekend all through the Midwest and the East Coast. So my heart goes out to you guys. Stay inside, stay warm. Order up or go to the market and get all your food now. You are welcome, Jimmy998. What am I wearing? It's my regular outfit here with my pins. That is the regular outfit. It's kind of my uniform that I wear all the time. I don't have to think of what I'm going to wear to Disneyland. I just have to decide if it's going to be warm or cool. If it's going to be cool, I wear the long pants and a sweatshirt under this jacket. And if it's going to be warm, I'll wear shorts and a t-shirt instead of the sweatshirt, but I still wear the jacket. Oh, I've never been to Graceland. I would love to go there. Yeah, it's, you know, this kind of style of architecture. I think they call it antebellum. It's like inspired from the southern architecture of the United States, pre-1900, probably 1800.
Here on this side here. There we go. One right there. Everyone can step all the way forward.
Okay, I am not going to speak once we walk through the doors, and I will not be responding or even seeing the chat. So all the moderators, please keep the peace, manage the chat, do what you got to do, and for the respect of all the other guests, I will not be speaking, and I'm going to lower my brightness.
Welcome everyone. Find a spot inside.
Hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time. To the haunted mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Come Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. Our tour begins here in this gallery, where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state.
It has been quite some time since their last feeding. Drag your body away from the walls, or it is you that they will be eating.
The real chills come later. Now. There are several prominent ghosts that reflect from creepy old crypts all over the world.
Now we will enter our doom buggy.
So 3 per buggy, please. 3 per buggy. Watch your step.
Safety bar, please. I will report. And heed this warning. The spirits will materialize only if you remain safely seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside and watch your children eat.
Give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Cheekbones have received your sympathetic vibrations. We are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for a sweet awakening. Expecting me on a sweet
For a silly scoop.
We have been unavoidably detained by Frankie Smithers. Kindly remain seated in your doom, please. We will continue our tour momentarily. Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom. We will proceed in just a moment.
Makes it by your side, shrouded in a clear sky. They pretend to
was so super fun. I really enjoyed that. Yes, we all survived. Or did we? There's 999 ghosts. But there's always room for one more. I hope you guys had fun with that. I loved it. It was so great. So great to have the original attraction, the original Haunted Mansion, back in its original format. Wow, it's only 20 minutes for, oh, the train. The Lily Bell. It's only 20 minutes for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but I'm going to skip that today because it is a little too cool for the Haunted Mansion. I think if I get wet on that ride, I will not be drying off anytime soon. I think we're going to have to do Winnie the Pooh because there's like almost no line here. And we love Winnie the Pooh, or at least I do. I hope you do too. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Happy little bear named Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if those are really the lyrics, but it sounded right in my brain. May not be correct though.
Vayan a sacar las manos, los brazos, los pies o las piernas fuera del vehículo. Y les ruego a los mayores que vigilen a sus preciosos niños.
One.
Just wait here a second.
Sure, sounds great.
Winnie the Pooh set off in search of honey.
Look, Mama, look! I'm a kite on Tiger Roof.
Happy Wednesday.
We'll save you, Piglet!
And now this.
This is fun!
Goodness gracious.
Beware, beware.
What a wonderful dream.
Wake up, Pooh. Wake up. Wake up, Pooh.
Oh boy, it's your birthday.
It's time for your party, Pooh.
Hooray! Happy birthday! Hip, hip, hooray!
Happy birthday. Hooray! Happy birthday.
Hip, hip, hooray!
These are all for you, Pooh Bear. Look at all those presents.
If you don't like my present, I'll take it back.
Kids just love giving presents.
Wasn't that fun?
Ah, that was so fun. I love the Winnie the Pooh attraction. And now, for my occasional, sometimes, when I get a rumbly tumbly,
I think you could run faster.
we must head into Pooh Corner and get one of those amazing caramel apples covered with peanuts, because that is like magic to my tummy.
What are we going to get? What do you want to get?
Ooh, look, they're making Tigger tails. Making Tigger tails. Dipping the marshmallows in the chocolate. That's what I am talking about over there. I am gonna get one of those peanut-covered caramel apples because this is on LP Rodriguez. I want to thank LP Rodriguez for the super chat earlier. LP, you are buying me a peanut-covered caramel apple. One of my very most favorite things at Disneyland. So thank you for that, LP Rodriguez.
Look, inside they have Winnie the Pooh picture.
We don't, but we have plastic knives. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
And this is on your
Yes. And then the milk chocolate, the one that's brown, the apple, right here, sorry, the mini.
The Minnie Mouse apple? Okay.
Here goes Eddie.
You want the red one or the mini one?
How do you guys pronounce it? Caramel apple or caramel apple or caramel apple? Some people say caramel, some people say caramel, some people say caramel. I just say caramel apple.
You can help people, absolutely. So we have a mini apple, we have an onion raisin cookie, we have those 70th balloon.
Hi, I'd like a peanut covered caramel apple, please.
Is it like more than like one? Is it like all these treats? Yes. Alright, anything else?
That'll do it.
One down here.
Oh, get in there. I ran out. It's not you. It's one of our top seller items. And you can what you can do to make it easy to put your apple, pull out the white
Yes.
and then kind of stick the finger through, and then you can start sliding.
How's your day so far?
Excellent. How about yours, Deborah? Very good. Alrighty.
All set. Happy Friday. Yes, it's at the bottom of the bag. Ladies, are you ready?
Thank you so much, Deborah. You have a good afternoon.
Have a good day. I'll put it in there.
Thank you.
Wanna...
Thank you so much. I'll probably get some napkins here.
170th. Anything to drink for you?
Thank you. All right. I'm going to go grab a table and chair over at the Hungry Bear Barbecue restaurant outdoors, and I am going to eat this caramel apple that LP Rodriguez so kindly funded for me, and then we will chat while I eat my caramel apple. It's funny, you don't find caramel apples many places. Mostly everything's packaged candies, packaged cookies out in the world outside of Disneyland. And very few people make their own caramel apples. But when we're here at Disneyland, I always crave a caramel apple. But I don't get one every time, because it does a lot of sugar.
So much fun.
All right, here we go. See if we can find a nice table with a view. Very, very light attendance today. When I was here on Wednesday, there wasn't even anybody in line here for Hungry Bear Barbecue. And I walked straight up, ordered, and got my food right away. Let's see. Maybe I'll go over here. For you, sir. Thank you. This is a nice spot. Get to see the Mark Twain from here. What a great spot. Oh. Thank you. Look at the Mark Twain going down. What a great view. Beautiful. Wow, love it. Okay. Hi guys. Let's see. Hey, we are at 2,796 subscribers. 4 more to go to hit 2,800. Who will be the 2,800th subscriber? Oh my gosh, look at this. Yum. It's always difficult to figure out how to start biting into this thing because it's huge. Look at the size of this thing next to my head. We're at 2,799 subscribers. Who will be the next one to make it to 2,800? I don't think I'm going to go back to DCA. It was getting super crowded over there. Today's Friday. I was in horrible traffic for 5.5 hours yesterday, and it was a 12.5 hour day. A lot of stress waiting for my daughter to come out of surgery, but all's okay now. So I think we're going to probably head home early today from Disneyland to try to avoid getting stuck in the horrible traffic again. For some reason they give you a knife when you get a caramel apple. I've never got one before, but today they gave me a knife. Hi, Louis. Five people just subscribed. We're now at 2,804 subscribers. Thank you, guys. It's all you. To get my reading glasses on so I can see better. Rogerio Gazola, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. Hello, Brazil. Oh, Zen Panda, the caramel apples here never disappoint. They are not just satisfactory, they are excellent. Always perfect and huge. Yeah, I think this plastic knife is completely useless for cutting into a caramel apple. That's not going to happen. Hello, Ivanuz. Welcome. Hello, father and son homestead, maybe? My plan for the day was to get here. Well, look at that. Cut my chin shaving. Was to get here to see the very first Lunar New Year parade at California Adventure, which we did. And also to get on Monsters, Inc. before they shut it down forever. And to get into the Haunted Mansion now that the Nightmare Before Christmas holiday overlay has been removed and we're back to the original Haunted Mansion. So I have accomplished all the goals I had for today and to get this caramel apple. If you missed any of the live stream and you want to see the amazing Lunar New Year parade, or our return to the original Haunted Mansion, or Monsters Inc., or Winnie the Pooh, the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh, just rewind the live stream. You can rewind it. They're shutting down Monsters Inc. because they need that area for the expansion of the Disney Forward, expanding the park. They're going to tear down Monsters Inc. and they're going to put in the Avatar attraction there. I think they're calling it the Avatar Experience. The Winnie the Pooh characters are not out today, but we'll head down to Main Street by the flag and we'll see if any of the traditional characters are out. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Clarabelle, Donald, Daisy, Chip and Dale. We'll see if we can catch them down there. Yeah, there's no characters out right now. I mean, I'm looking down there, there's no characters, so we'll have to wait until we get down to Main Street. I know. I love Monsters Inc. That's why every time I come to the park, if the line isn't too big or if I can get a buddy pass, I go on it. Because it's going to be a sad day when they close that down. And it's going to be some time in the next couple of months, maybe. I'm guessing they're going to shut it down probably before traditional kids' spring break, school spring break. I will, Jacob. Right, Andy? I much prefer Tower of Terror over Guardians of the Galaxy. I might be in a minority, but Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't really resonate with me. I don't love the movies. I get that they're fun and they're funny and all that, and adventuresome and full of action, but I love the creepiness of the original Tower of Terror. Much better. The juicy apple. Yeah, I don't know what's happening over at Disney World with regards to Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror. Right? Yeah, Roz is pretty funny. Hi, Jessica Galomas. Good to see you, my friend. Twilight Zone feel, I agree. The first time we went on Tower of Terror with my oldest daughter, who at that time was about 7 years old, I think. Oh my God, she was so frightened. She was clinging onto her mom so hard. Just going up the stairs, just being in the in the show building. She was frightened so bad, we almost had to leave. We almost had to turn around. But then when we got on the ride, you know, in the elevator car and it dropped and all, then she had fun. She liked it. That's funny. Little kids are so honest about their feelings. I love it. Go eat your spaghetti. You gotta keep yourself energized. What comes back tonight, Jacob? Lizzie will be happy about that. We're gonna be back here on Sunday. She loves Paint the Night. I mean, so do I. Everybody loves Paint the Night, but it's really cool to have it back. I've never seen Starlight World. Is that over at Disney World? It is. It really is juicy. We're trying to keep the juice from splattering all over the cell phone. It's like this caramel apple is like a whole meal. You get the juiciest, most gigantic green apple, coated in really thick caramel with the peanuts on top. So you're getting your sugar, you're getting your fruit, you're getting your peanuts, which is protein, I guess. It's like a whole meal. I haven't been to Disney World in a long time. Up, here it comes again. Yeah, almost the whole food pyramid, you're right. Yeah, after I finish this apple, we'll head down Main Street, look for some characters. Maybe we'll run into the cavalcade. That's what happened on Wednesday. I was doing a merch search, or I was trying to do a merch search, and we ran into the cavalcade. We got lucky, so maybe that'll happen again. Yeah, I'm really shocked that they got rid of the Rivers of America in Disney World. And the boats. I can't believe it. Jessica, you're too funny. Caramel apple with a little meat on the side, maybe a little roast beef, right? Feels like it might rain again tonight. That would be interesting, said Panda. It would be weird. Plus, I don't think it would keep that well. They must have like a special apple farm for these. I never find apples this big and this juicy in the supermarket. Good, Andy. Wow, that was a crazy good apple.
Here's Brandon, they messed up. She didn't hear me say your. They didn't hear me say about your cheeseburger, so I'm gonna move
wet ones hand wipes are essential for Disneyland, especially when eating sticky food like caramel apples.
They're breading the chicken butcher.
All right, my friends, we are done with our yummy snack, which was like an entire meal. My gosh, I was just a little bit peckish, and now I am stuffed with that gigantic, yummy, juicy caramel apple. Wow. All right, let's head down Main Street, see if we see any characters. Hey. All right, my friends, thanks for hanging out with me during my caramel apple snack break. We're gonna head down Main Street now, see if we see any characters out there for us to interact with. Everybody likes to stop here and watch people come down the falls. Not anymore. There's no more Jungle Book characters or attractions in the park. Excuse me. It would be fun to have Jungle Book attraction here. I personally, you know, and I'm nobody. Disney doesn't care what I think. But personally, I would much rather have a Jungle Book attraction than an Avatar attraction. I related to the Jungle Book characters. I love the songs, I love the characters and the personalities each character had. I love the story. Avatar, for me, left me a little cold. But, I mean, they could make a really beautiful attraction, given that the environment in Avatar was really beautiful. It was just the story and the characters I didn't really care for. but I'd still rather have Jungle Book. What are your thoughts? I am heading down Main Street to see if we see any characters around. Let's see, I guess we'll go this way. I always have to make a decision. Do I go along the wharf here, along the harbor area, or do I go up by the New Orleans Square area? That's always the question. Which way to go, up or down? Oh, that's that famous piano song, The Entertainer. Lizzie used to be able to play that. She used to play piano when she was younger. But then work and children took up too much time and she kind of gave up playing the piano. Which is a shame because we have a beautiful piano, an upright piano made of cherry wood. But nobody plays it. I was hoping my daughters might play it, but they decided to play guitar and bass instead. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I should learn piano. I don't know, I think I have too many things on my plate right now. I have too many interests. And I really should be playing guitar more, or trying to play guitar. I'm not much of a guitarist, but I do love guitar. I love songs that have guitar, and I love guitars. I just think they're the most beautiful instruments. There's so many different kinds and shapes and colors, and acoustic and electric. I love them all. Boy, we're getting a lot of good views of the Mark Twain today. Lots of good views. Go over here and just have a quick look-see. It's such a pretty view. Oh, Andy, you are a real musician. If you could play all those different instruments. Lizzie played flute in a marching band in high school. I took guitar lessons like age 15 and 16. Then I discovered girls and figured out I had to have my own money if I wanted to take girls on dates. So I got a job in a movie theater. That was my first job. And then I didn't really have time for playing guitar anymore and stopped taking lessons. And then didn't pick up the guitar again for like decades. And then decided I wanted to start playing again. Got a couple guitars, got an electric guitar finally. But I'm still terrible at it. But I don't care, it's still enjoyable to me. I still have fun. Heading through the wilderness. Heading out Frontierlands Gate. I like it when we have dappled sun like this. Clouds, and then the clouds break apart, and then we get some sun, and then we get clouds cover. Makes for a nice day. Neither hot nor cold. Just perfect. Looks like a lot of people lining the curbs, waiting for the cavalcade. I guess that's what they're waiting for. Excuse me. Now that is the problem. The problem is whenever there's a cavalcade, then we lose all the characters on Main Street, because they either have the characters doing meet and greets on the street, or they have them in the cavalcade. So I bet we are going to miss out on the character meet and greets. Yep, cavalcade time.
Hey everybody! In just a few minutes, Mickey Mouse and many of his best pals will make their way along the parade route in the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. Be sure and join the party as we commemorate 70 years of sparkling memories at the happiest place on earth. Thank you.
Let's see what time this cavalcade is going to be here. I'm going to check my app. Okay, let's see. What does it say? Celebrate cavalcade. Should be in about 4 minutes. So I guess we'll stay. We'll hang out and wait for the cavalcade to come by. Should be coming momentarily. Okay guys, so about 4 or 5 minutes we should see the cavalcade. I'm sure it's going to start up at Small World and work its way down here. So we're just going to hang here and wait for it. All right, 2,807 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that subscribed today. And if you are watching and you have not subscribed, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button so that you don't miss any of our live streams or content that I produce and upload. Oh, okay, Darlene. Thank you for that info. I appreciate that. Got the security guys, cast members clearing the way, getting everything ready for the cavalcade. Oh yeah, well, Howdy Doody was kind of before my time, but I have seen a few clips here and there of those episodes, so I do know who you're talking about, Clarabelle the Clown. The only clown I really liked, the only clowns I really liked was I liked Bozo the Clown. That was when I was a really little child, probably like age 3, 4, 5, something like that. And I liked, what was her name? There was a female clown who had a show. Gosh, what was her name? She used to have like big green glasses she would put on, and she would say all the people she could see through the television screen and all of their birthdays. Who was that clown? Yeah, the cow was Clarabelle for sure. But wasn't she like a clown, wasn't she like a cow that was sort of like in clown makeup? Maybe not. Maybe I'm mixing her up with somebody else. Hello, Haunted Minnie. Welcome. I wish I had a big comfy couch right now. Who was the female clown that had a TV show in the 1960s? I don't think she had a doll. You know, I'm looking it up on the internet right now, and I don't even see her name. My contemporaries that I grew up with would remember, but I cannot remember. Clarabelle and the Clown. Yeah, that was on Howdy Doody, it says. Oh, remember Soupy Sales? Soupy Sales was kind of a goofy guy. He didn't really wear clown makeup much, but he was like a clown. Sally Baker. Hobo Kelly. That's right, Darlene. Darlene Baptiste figured out the name of who I was talking about. It was Hobo Kelly. She was more of a hobo, I guess, than a clown. I guess that's right. She wasn't necessarily a clown. She was like a hobo, which was an interesting choice because a hobo is somebody who basically was homeless. I mean, the traditional definition of a hobo is somebody who's homeless and like hops on railroad trains to travel around the country. So that was interesting. Hobo Kelly, how they came up with that character, I don't know. But yeah, I used to love Hobo Kelly. I watched her every afternoon when I was a little child. And I would wait for her to put on her big glasses and wish everybody happy birthday and wish me a happy birthday. Oh, it was only in Southern California, okay. Okay, it turns out they're coming up the street today instead of down, so they should be here pretty quick. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to A Snoopy. Hello. How is your day turning out, Minnie? That was fun. It's always fun to see the cavalcades. All the characters and the dancers. Okay, my friends, thank you for joining me today. I think we live stream for about 4 hours. If you missed anything in the live stream, you can rewind. We saw the very first parade of the Lunar New Year with Mushu the Dragon and all the dancers. I think the first thing we did was Monsters Inc. We went on the Monsters Inc. attraction. Then we saw the Lunar New Year parade. Then we switched over and came to this park where we did the Haunted Mansion in its original form. The Nightmare Before Christmas overlay is gone. Haunted Mansion is back up as of today. We went on that. It was spectacular. Then we went on the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Then I got a peanut caramel apple and enjoyed it. Thank you, LP Rodriguez, again for funding that. Thanks for the super chat. That was very kind of you. And let's see, after that, we came down here and we saw the cavalcade. So if you missed any of that, you can rewind it. And I want to thank everybody that subscribed today. We're over 2,700 subscribers now. That is pretty awesome. Let's see what the count is. Let's see if I can look that up real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, over 2,800 subscribers. We were at 2,810 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the support. That is all you, and you make the day fun for me. Being in the chat, communicating with me, I really appreciate it. So thanks to all of you. Love to you all. This has been Indiana Holmes. Bye-bye.